Hey there, comic book friends, I'm Travis, and this is another edition of No Capes, where I talk about comic books that don't have to do superheroes, typically your independent books. I'm not sure exactly how I'm going to keep doing this intro. Seems how my old intro was, and Ethan doesn't read them, but we'll see. Anyway, I'm going to talk about some independent and some non-superhero books. I'm going to start out with BPRD, Hell on Earth. No One's Safe in the Wasteland. This is issue 107. Absolutely love this cover. This is a Dave Johnson cover. Dave Johnson's been rocking these covers. The reason I like this cover so much is, you got your guy in your environmental suit there, right? Of course, he looks kind of like a skull inside the environmental suit. And then his shadow is this tentacle-faced Chthonian kind of creature. Book continues to be excellent. It's so cool. The end days are rolling in. Our team is in a debate on whether or not the end days are really rolling in or not. This issue has to do with a team that Johannes is with. They were flying into Chicago to deal with another special team that just suddenly disappeared. So they're going in to try and find that special team. They don't make it there. Their helicopter gets blasted down. You get some more of the secondary and thirdary, I guess you'd call them, characters get some limelight in this as far as how they how they deal with the situation, how they deal with the pressure, and just how bad things have gotten as the earth is cracking open and all these places and these monsters are spewing forth. We get to see this awful gas that I don't know, it looks like a giant, almost looks like a giant, those ocean tuber worms. Kind of looks like coming out of the ground. It's huge, it's like 3 or 4 stories tall, spewing this gas, and as the gas hits people, it turns them into zombies of sorts that, of course, they attack and maul and all kinds of horrible stuff. So, very cool comic. If you like kind of horror, disaster, apocalyptic type stories, you really should be picking this up. Dark Horse's BPRD book just doesn't fail. I know I've been seeing more and more videos from some of the other guys out there doing your haul videos and stuff, and I see this book more and more in people's polls, and I think that's just awesome. I'm thinking sometime we should get together and do a hangout and just talk the Hellboy universe. There's a lot of cool stuff rolling around out there in that, and awesome that more people are picking up reading this book. And it's really cool. It's just a solid book, even if it has an okay issue. The okay issues are such rock solid books. There's never really a flat book. So excellent stuff. Hey, next I'm going to talk another Dark Horse book. This is The Fall of the House of Usher. Edgar Allan Poe story. Obviously, Richard Corbin is the person who is translating it, interpreting it, retelling it, however you want to call that, here in 2 issues. This is issue 1. He also mixes in some other Edgar Allan Poe small short stories in amongst this story to kind of combine the two, to kind of tell it in a Richard Corbin kind of way, as his stories tend to have a storyteller that kind of tells us the story. I mean, this is Richard Corbin through and through. If you like Richard Corbin's artwork and style, you'll really dig this. It's so reminiscent of the old heavy metal days and whatnot. I just really enjoy the man's work. The way his caricatures are and stuff is just great. He does an excellent job of creating ambiance and mood. Just wonderful. If you like little short stories of the bizarre and whatnot, this is great. I'm a big Edgar Allan Poe fan, so this really works for me. I'm hoping that Dark Horse and him do a lot more of these. They did The Conqueror's Worm a few months ago. You got this 2-issue thing. I'm hoping we're going to get to see more and more as time goes by, as he has time to put them out, that they just keep making them. I'll keep buying them. They're cool because they satisfy a lot of things for me. The Edgar Allan Poe stuff, like I said, and it's just cool getting to see Richard Corbin kind of do his thing. So that's pretty awesome. And finally, for this time, it's a very short month for independent books for me. This is Fatale, issue number 14. Another one of our one-shots. But this one-shot, I wouldn't call it so much of a one-shot because it actually has Josephine in it. It's back during World War II, as opposed to one of these other one-shots had her back in the 20s in Texas. Now she is in Europe, in Romania. We get to see where she discovers these other folk that know who and what she is, or not necessarily what she is, but they know who she is and how she works, and they're not affected by her powers so much. We get to see the character that this series first started out with, Walter, where he came from, what his origins are. That is interesting. We get to see where the book, this magic book that has become a kind of a hot commodity amongst these occult people, we get to see where it comes from in this issue also. Lots of information that helps feed the backstory and give us more on why Josephine is the way Josephine is in this. Great stuff. Still a really cool comic. I really appreciate the fact in this one, of course, they moved a lot more to the occult. We get to find out a little chunk more about those guys that wear the glasses all the time. They're kind of like the henchmen of the bad guys. The fact that they may not really be people, obviously. That's kind of cool. So yeah, really digging it. Really great book. Really enjoyable. Excellent artwork, as always. And that is it for my No Capes. This next week of No Capes should be pretty big. There's a ton of independent comics that I get that are non-superhero oriented. You got your, your revivals, your Five Ghosts, I'm drawing a blank on the rest of them, but there's just a lot. So looking forward to that. Thanks for watching, everybody, and I will catch you down the road. Bye.